Hello, second grade. Welcome to day 2 of week 5. Once again, we are not going to do the independent reading activity. It is already taken out of your packet, so you don't have to worry about Xing anything out. For your first page for reading, you're going to read through this narrative, read this paragraph, and then where you see a number 1, and there's a blank, you need to go down to the number 1 on the bottom, that's the number 1 in the box, and figure out which word best fits right there where that number 1 blank is. So if I was just reading this sentence, I have 1, 2, 3 eggs popped open and 3 little ducklings poked their heads into the world. Blank, the biggest eggs began to crack. Because the biggest eggs began to crack, meanwhile the biggest eggs began to crack, first, the biggest egg began to crack as well. So think about which one of those transition words would be best for the number 1. And you're going to do the same thing on number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then for your creative writing today, you need to use your imagination and write a description of this monster below. Now, like I said, boys and girls, on day 1, I had to scan these papers and I had to print them off not in color because the color printer is no longer hooked up at school. And so you get to pretend like you don't even know his colors. So on number 1, you're just going to describe the monster's physical appearance, which is what he looks like. How many eyes does he have? What color eyes does he have? What about his hair color? What about his feet color? How many arms? Does he have horns? You describe this monster below. Then, this is where you guys get to make stuff up. You get to describe the monster's personality. Is he funny? Is he an angry monster? You choose. You could have different ones too. You don't have to be funny or angry. Maybe he's something else. Describe his personality on number 2. Please make sure that this is at least 2 sentences. And then on number 3, describe how the monster speaks. Is he a loud speaker? A shy speaker? Is he afraid? Things like that. You have to tell me what you think there too. That could just be 1 sentence, I think. And on your grammar, you are going to match the word to synonyms. Remember, synonyms are 2 words that mean the same. Okay? They almost have the same meaning. So on this, boys and girls, I would like for you to use different color pens every time you match something. So I'm going to pretend, so please don't write this because this is not going to be the answer. If angry and big went together, they don't, but if they did, do that in 1 color pencil and then come down and change your pencil color and put glad to quick. If that was the answer, it's not. But I want you to change your pencil color, okay? Every time you match something. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope it does. And then for math, you are just deciding which number is either greater than, less than, or equal to the other number. Now make sure you remember that the alligator mouth eats the bigger number, okay? So between 294 and 533, which is the biggest? So if you took your pencil or your pen, you're going to eat the bigger number. Now I will give you the answer for number 1. It's like we're working it out together. 533 is the bigger number, so you're going to eat the bigger number. If the numbers are the same, make sure you do this equal to sign, okay? Equals each other. All right. That is all, boys and girls, for day 2. I did want to mention that if you wanted to for fun, if you get all your homework done for day 1 and day 2 and you have no more corrections and you would still like to work on some things, at the end of your packet, you have some fun stuff you can do. I took out the Harris Halifax and the Spiral Flower, but I left in how to draw a dog if you would like to figure out how to draw a dog. I left in the word search, the sports word search. I left in the bear Sudoku and the spelling swerves number 4. So you guys just have to find words in this one. This one has R-O-S-E. You just have to find how they can touch each other and make some words, okay? Or I guess R-O-S-E right here. All right. So find as many 4-letter words you can in the puzzles to find words and follow the letters down, up, down, horizontal, or diagonal. Okay, boys and girls. Remember, don't do these fun things until you have all your other work done. If I start seeing you do the fun things without doing having your other work done first, Mrs. Ackerman's not going to be very happy. But have fun. If you'd like to do the extra stuff, you can. If you do not want to do the extra stuff and you do not have time to do the extra stuff, please don't do it. I'd rather get your work done than the extra stuff. Thank you. Have a good day. Have fun doing your work.